Hey guys, it's Dawn here, and today we're gonna go back to talking about boots because I finally got new boots again. So footwear. I have a whole nother video about footwear, and that was when I talk about everything about footwear, and then I explored all the different options: motorcycle boots, motocross boots. I don't know, why boots are important, why protective footwear is important. I'm gonna touch a little, watch that video because that is like complete. And then this is going to be a follow-up video. Let's see, I don't know how many years later, how many years ago was it that I made that other one? So back then I had settled, because I used to race motorcycles. I have motorcycle boots of all different kinds, and I show that in the other video, right? Well, I chose not to go with that option, even though everyone wants to say that the motorcycle boots are more protective. It's a different type of protection. It's a different type, and the stiffness of it is not so good, especially motocross boots are way too stiff. Not going to get a good feel on the wheel. And also, motocross boots have good tread on them, but it is very stiff tread. But street racing, like race boots that I have like no tread, and so it's very slippery, so you're gonna do the splits if you have an emergency dismount. One of the big things that that I like about these boots is the tread. There's really good tread. And so So I have, this is my old pair. This is a pair that I've been wearing every single ride. It's like boots are very, very important. And so these have been, and I'll show you, they have lasted through so much. They have protected me so much. That should have been a gouge, but the leather is superior. I've had times when one of these got burns on it from I crashed. You guys know I crash all the time, right? So these have been totally crash tested. Well, one of my crashes, I remember my foot and my foot ended up like right at the spinning. The tire was still spinning super fast, and it burnt. It actually melted some of the plastic. This is a steel toe with some kind of hard plastic shell, outer shell, and it melted the plastic. But if it had kept doing that, it would have gotten to the steel toe and stuff. But trying to show you all the abuse, that there's no more tread. That's why I needed new boots. Look, so let's see. It should look like this and have tread. The new one is over here, and look at the old one. It is like so torn up and everything, but they have served me well. It's like I've used these for like years. And one of the things that I liked about these is, look, there was a slash that got slashed. I mean, they just so much stuff. The pedals on our wheels can sever our Achilles tendon or cause very serious damage if the pedal strikes, any part of your body, your shin or whatever, but especially your Achilles. So you want something that's going to protect your Achilles tendon. You want something as high up as possible with ankle support and lots of sole. You want good traction, because a lot of times we have to bail off of our wheels. If we bail off of a moving wheel, we want the most amount of traction when we step down on that other foot. We don't want to do the splits. And there have been many times where the traction, the grip, the thingies down here like gripped and gave me, the push that I needed to like recover from a crash, and then it wasn't so bad. But yeah, so that is important. I like being able to tie up every single time. Things that things that give you a shortcut, like this is one of the features they added to this new version that I don't like. It's a shortcut. It's a shortcut to do a quick zip, right? But in order for the zip to work, then you are actually having to tie this looser than it should be. This needs to be on your foot tight. How many times have you seen crashes where you know, they crash and then their shoe goes flying off, right? One, if any of your protective gear goes flying off when you crash, it's not doing its job. And two, that's just embarrassing. So strap them on real good. Make sure it's good and tight. The steel toe has helped me a lot, given extra support. This rough, tough, rubber, hard plastic outer shell thing has protected me quite a lot. Leather, but on its own, leather is like the king when it comes to protection. So the thing is, when impact forces hits a smooth thing of leather, the impact forces will spread across the leather. It's, you know, impact forces acts like waves of water. So it'll ripple through and go across the whole outer, and then it will go deep. So everything, all the impact forces will spread out across here. Plus, remember, I do double insoles. So, wait, yeah, these are my brand new boots. Double insoles is a must for me, I think, in EUC. This is something that I've never done before. So this is the footprint insole. Footprint, and I talked about this in my first video. Footprint, the technology is used in NASA for really, really superior impact absorption. But it's really hard. It's not comfy. The insole that they provide with the RockRooster boot is a memory foam insole. It's nothing too fancy, but it is good. It is comfortable. It is squishy here. It is soft. And so I like it. So I put the footprint on the bottom, and then I put the original stock one back on top. And it is comfy. That's the other thing. A lot of these boots, usually there is a break-in period. Well, okay, no, I can't say that. The first ride I did on this, I did do a longer ride after not riding in quite a while. And yeah, I did notice that there was a bit of rubbing. So there is a bit of a break-in period. But these are just so comfy right from the start. It's not a bad break-in period, okay? The other thing that I love about it is that, well, the original ones that I had, oh no, did I do something? I think I broke my phone. Oh my goodness, I just keep pushing buttons. The original one that I had said that it had an 8-inch shank. So it's 8 inches tall this way. I've actually never confirmed that. Let me see. Ow. 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 All right, so on my old one, my original one, let's see, 7 5/8. 7 8, 7 5/8. Let's see on the new one. Now the old one advertised as an 8-inch shank, and the new one advertised as a 7-inch shank. Oh my gosh. You know what? I bet you it's because I worn down the tread. So the new one is 8 inches. Actually, if I measure all the way to the tippy top over here, this tippy top over here, that's 8 3/8, almost 8.5 inches to this tippy top. To the lowest part over here, that's to here it's 7 inches, and up to here, the top of the collar, I'd say that's 7 5/8 of an inch. So yeah, it is the tallest that I can find, without it being, you know, one of those, you know, knee boots type things, right? But yeah, it is very, scooch this down. It is very generous in the shank, which is good. And what I was saying is, you see how much tread I have on my new one, and then here's this one. Look, I've used up a lot of tread. Old one, new one. So that's why I think the old one looks shorter now than the new one. Plus it's, you know, it's been all squished, it's been crashed. The new one is like, ta-da! Look at me now! I am new and I am ready to protect you against all traumas. Okay, so I think we're done looking at my old ones. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's done much, but that's like the crazy thing about these boots. It's like I've worn them for so long, and you know, you see a little bit of scuffs here and there, but those were major hits. Those at the time, those were major hits, and they just take so much abuse and keep going. So I don't know. I should throw these out because they're dead now, but I don't want to because they've served me so well. Okay, so having the tall shank is good to maximize the amount of support and protection you have around here. Leather is insanely good all on its own. Being able to strap it up tight every single time you go, that is the way to go for the best amount of protection. Having protection back here to protect your Achilles tendon from pedal strikes, having an excellent tread so that you have as much traction and grip as possible, having the steel toe, the outer covering here, and having this thing is built for impact absorption. So why is that so important? That's important because unlike any of the other sports I've really, you know, ever done, it's like this is one where we suffer impact to our feet. If you ever have to bail off of your wheel and you're going at speed and you jump off, when you land, that landing without any impact protection can break the small delicate bones in your feet. This has been done. It has been documented. This is real life. This is real life data, I'm telling you. So, so many broken toes and broken bones in the foot from crashes. A lot of, I'm trying not to name names. I was like, but I'm actually drawing from actual real life events. So this one rider, when they crashed, they slid, and when they slid foot first into an unmoving object, and boom, all the impact forces went through, broke the bones in their foot, and actually broke bones in their leg as well. So if they weren't wearing protective shoes. So imagine the same scenario, but this time that the impact forces is spread throughout this whole sole, throughout the two insoles inside, throughout the whole outer leather, and then getting to your bones. So how does breaking bones work? You can actually look this up. And bones, they've done this. This is scientific as well. Bones, they will say that it's a certain amount of force to break each bone in your body, right? And so let's just say that to break this bone, it takes 100 units of force to break this bone. And this boot is going to absorb 30% of impact forces. And I happen to impact at X amount. This absorbs that amount. It cuts that off, making the resulting impact forces that actually hit this bone under the force needed to break it. So the point of your safety gear is not to protect you 100%. No, it's just meant to take off that little bit that could make the difference between a broken bone and a not broken bone, or whatever the damage might be. That is the point. And through all of my experiences, you know, all of these crashes and stuff that these boots have been excellent. I will put a link in the description of this video for these exact boots that I use. You don't have to use these exact boots. You can, you know, of course, tailor, pick whatever boot you want, you know, use whatever you want. I'm just saying that if you're gonna wear, like, very few of my shoes don't have some kind of protection or some kind of value, you know, safety value to it. I don't know, it's like all these times where people are like, what body parts should I protect? I'm like, protect all of it, right? They're all important. But yeah, boots is a big deal. Now, your choice of footwear is not all about protection. A lot of times they can affect how you ride, how much support your boot is giving you. I don't know, it's a weird thing that me and other riders have noticed, that you will ride differently depending on your choice of footwear. So sometimes if you're getting a lot of wobbles and you've like exhausted all other things, take a look at your footwear. I happen to want this in my footwear. I want the stability. I want the solid feel. Some people want a more flexible sole, but especially when we have those little spikies on our pedals, it's like, why would you want that? Oh, a lot of people were saying that those spikes can damage the bottom of your shoes. So let's see, what damage have the spikes done to the bottoms of my shoes? Because I have lots of spikes on my, and yes, the spikes do put some wear, but I mean, these boots are at the end of the life, and I've had them for I don't know how long, right? All these couple years, and most of this wear is from scootering, unfortunately. I'm doing better scootering now where I'm not wearing out the soles so much. But yeah, everything is getting a little beat up and stuff about this time. So I think this is about a good time to retire these and go with the new ones. And you know, getting 2-3 years out of a pair of boots is really good. The price is good. You can get these on sale for, I think sometimes they'll drop down as low as $80-$90. But otherwise the regular price is probably around $120, which is totally reasonable for really great footwear. So anyways, I hope at the very least I have convinced you that proper footwear with protective features is a really important thing to have, and think about it. Just think about it, you know. And I would encourage you all to look into proper footwear. The things to look for is just, well, I won't repeat everything that I said, but yeah, I don't know. It's just important, and I want you guys to stay safe. All right, so there you go. Thanks for joining me today. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Consider joining my channel as a member. I appreciate all of my members. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate all the support. We have a lot more videos coming up. Some very exciting things coming up. So I promise I am getting back into the whole video making thing. Yeah. So anyways, thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.